Hello everybody, today you will find out what object-oriented programming is. Object-oriented programming is a programming method, so it's a way of how you approach a problem, how you find a solution for this problem, and how you code it, right? What we've done so far was also programming. It's just that we programmed in a different way. We didn't create a code that was oriented around objects, right? This was not our way of programming. We program on the principle. There is a problem, find a quick solution, code it by creating orders for the computer, and that's all. We solved the problem, right? There is nothing wrong with the type of programming we have used so far in simple projects. Object-oriented programming is a programming method, a way of programming to be used when programs are longer, more complicated. So this is something that we'll learn in future that is gonna be used for more complicated projects, right? This is the way that should be used in what cases? In short, among other things, so that when several programmers write a code at the same time, they do not need to disturb each other, okay? They can just program their part of program on their own. It's easier to program using object-oriented programming when you want to maintain bigger projects. So they have lots of code there, right? And when you want to extend your code with new parts, it's also easier to use this type of programming. And that's how you achieve it, by using object-oriented programming, by acquiring knowledge regarding this type of programming. And we'll soon learn about it, right? And as the name suggests, as I have just, did something like this, it's oriented around objects, right? The name implies that it's oriented about on it. And we're gonna talk about this in next lectures. So in the next lessons, we are going to complicate our lives by changing the existing code, which only took a few lines to code, that will take now, we're using this type of programming dozens of lines. And you might be wondering why to make such thing, why make your code longer? As I said earlier, we will do it to make it easier to program in a team of programmers, to make larger projects easier to comprehend. I think that thanks to the fact that you know now what object-oriented programming is for, it will be easier for you to understand what will happen in next lectures. By the way, we have already often used the code that was written using object-oriented programming. You might be wondering when. When we use, for example, APIs, right? APIs are created with the help of object-oriented programming. What's more, we often use objects without knowing exactly what they are, because every variable is an object in Python. Notice that when we create a variable like this, and then we do something like that, and when we run our code, here we have a word class. Class is a form that allows you to create objects, and in this situation, type of that class is int. So to be honest, this is an object that was created using something what is called class. We will, go into the details, what is class, what is object in future. I just wanted to inform you that we have really used them, but we didn't exactly know what they are and how to create objects or classes that are made by us. So far we have only used the possibilities of this programming style, of the object-oriented programming style. Now it's time to learn how to create your own code using object-oriented programming. That's all in that lesson. Thank you very much.